He's not breathing.
It was the call that changed their lives.
Give him CPR.
Just 4 days before his 13th birthday, Brad and April Hunstable's son, Hayden, died by suicide.
It was the middle of the lockdown in April, and he had broken his monitor that he got for Christmas. He broke it on accident, kind of getting mad. We went in the kitchen, and I hugged him, kissed him on the head.
That was the last time he saw Hayden.
I might have missed about a minute from saving him. It was this close.
His death, Brad says, was a casualty of COVID.
You said that you felt if your son had still been in school, he would still be alive. Do you still feel that way?
100%. COVID is a terrible thing, and I don't want to discount that. Human condition is not meant to be socially isolated. It's just not. 1, 2, 3.
Just 2 days after he buried his son, Brad made a video now viewed more than 100 million times.
I tried.
Warning other parents of the hidden dangers of COVID.
I want nobody ever to see what I saw, to feel this pain.
Why did you all decide to speak publicly about your pain?
Suicide is a very, I don't know, there's a stigma. I lost my dad to suicide, so it's always been a very painful subject. Yeah, I just think it's important to let people know that it's okay to show your feelings about it and not be ashamed.
In September, one report found that more than half of the kids surveyed had thoughts of suicide or self-harm. In fact, 11 to 17-year-olds have been more likely than any other age group to experience symptoms of anxiety and depression during the pandemic, which is why the Hunstables created Hayden's Corner, a nonprofit aimed at helping parents navigate mental health challenges.
To have the conversation about suicide, even if your kid is not suicidal, parents can't even fathom.
No, you don't think it'll happen to you for sure.
You don't want to feel this pain.
Experts say parents should be aware of behavioral and personality changes. If a child becomes more irritable or withdrawn for longer than 2 weeks or talks about dying, they should reach out for help.
This is not political. This is parental.
What would you say to other parents to give them hope?
Just got to keep going forward. You can't give up because they wouldn't want that for you.
In memory of Hayden, Morgan Radford, NBC News, Aledo, Texas.
And if you or someone you know needs help, the number for the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is 1-800-273-8255. And we appreciate the Hunstables sharing their story. Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.